Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new hero phase, and she is out today. We are taking a first look at phase, a build that I have kind of theory crafted for her, taking a little brief look at her math. There's really not much to do with a support, and just going into the gameplay, trying it out in a bot game. Of course, always, never don't test out new heroes, new builds, without going into a bot game. So that's what we're doing today. Hopefully she's freaking awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the deck builder. Looking at my build, Ghost in the Shell. Get it? Get it? No? Maybe. I don't know. Cool idea. But there. So, guys, I have no idea what's going to be super, well, I have an idea, and I just can't make up my mind as to what cards I can put on a phase. Luckily enough, you know, supports have a lot of equipment slots, you know, to play with, so I've just included absolutely everything in this deck. So my thinking is we start off with our dummy ward here in the Guardian's ward. Then we go into a circlet of health, to be honest with you, because what this is going to do is it's going to give you health regen, your ally, your support, or your carry health regen, plus yours is going to be added on. So you're getting twice the value out of the circlet of health when you use your link. Plus, when you can upgrade with the mana a little bit later on, you can extend that to the health regen to allies. I think that's going to be valuable. I put in 3 basic manas just because I want to try it out. I think that health regen is super valuable in the early game. So once we get this circle of health and then this Lord's Ward, which we're not going to upgrade, obviously those are for the late game. Once we get this Lord's Ward, we're going to actually go back and upgrade our circle of health to extend that health regen to the rest of our team. Health regen in the early game is mind-blowingly awesome. Plus, I am anticipating that this unique passive, the global health regen aura, will stack onto the health regen aura. They're different. That's what I'm thinking. They're different. They're both different unique passives. One's a local health regen aura, the other's global. I'm anticipating, hopefully, that the global stacks on top of the health regen aura, and then you can get... You're basically getting 4 times the value out of the circlet of health on your link target. I think that maybe seems a little strong. Maybe that's not how it works. I'm going to try it out. That's why we are testing. So, circlet of health, freaking awesome. After Lord's Ward, circlet of health, I go into the circlet of mana. And you're kind of like, oh, well, why the circlet of mana, man? Just go into the quenching scales. Well, the circlet of mana also gives you health, which in the early game, you as a support you can certainly use. So I'm just trying it out, circlet of mana with these lesser healths to get that global regen aura as well. Yes, it's mana regen, not health, but I'm just trying it out. I think phase can be the ultimate support, just giving absolutely everything to her friendly team and being a complete baller. So there's a circlet of mana. Now, after the circlet of mana, we have some early game options if you're really ahead in the CP, and just trying it out. Because her abilities grant her health regen, her health regen boosts, I am anticipating quenching scales not being super duper crazy necessary, super duper quick. A lot of other supports need quenching scales as soon as freaking possible. With her, maybe you can get away with it a little bit early. So maybe you can go into this Gift of the Rains first. Again, that health regen that you'll be able to extend to whoever you're tethered to. And the mana regen is very good. Mana regen, freaking awesome, man. The math is super solid behind it. And the reality is there to warrant it as well. Gift of the Rains is an option. Then we have a whole bunch of other options that... I don't know, man. Just options. Obviously, the quenching scales is something you want to get pretty darn soon once team fights start. So lesser healths with a basic spark in there thrown in just because her abilities are so damn good. Want the mana regen to support using her abilities lots. After the quenching scales, you have some a ton of options. Overflowing gifts to grant health regen to yourself and nearby allies, which will get double value on your linked target, plus on all the heroes around you. This has been buffed by pretty much 35%, 40%. It is worth it. If you are constantly using overflowing gifts, you are getting a profit than just putting that CP into health regen. So I'm anticipating if I can just keep on using this, you will gain a profit and crazy value. After the overflowing gifts, we have Rally the Troops. Combining Rally the Troops with your ultimate on somebody like a Sparrow. Just crazy. Just an idea. If you're ahead, I don't know. Just an idea that I wanted to throw in there. It does have a little bit, it does have attack speed. But the mana regen, that could certainly be useful. A Teleblink in there if you really want to be super balling Teleblink into some crazy pulls and stuff. I don't know. That's an option in there. We have a Blood Catalyst as an option. Because you're going to be building so much health regen, you can easily convert health into mana with Blood Catalyst. You could just constantly be a source of mana and health, and you could just be like feeding into. It's just awesome. Very much kind of like a what do you call it? A necromancer or a warlock from World of Warcraft, something like that. Like you're constantly changing your resources into one another, because then you also have Cast Converter, which this you will keep for the whole game. You will keep Cast Converter for the whole game, but you can see you can kind of trade back and forth your resources into kind of like really cool interplay. Another option there is, no, that's all the options. Options are Gift of the Rains, Overflowing Gifts, Rally the Troops, Teleblink, and Blood Catalyst. I don't know, man. Just some ideas thrown out there because I simply can't decide yet what to keep and what not to. The endgame build, you'll have your Quenching Scales, your Cast Converter, like I said, obviously your Barrier of Will to be that support. You need that Barrier of Will for that support, some basic mana and some minor guards. Then into a Thermobond for some tankiness, though I'm anticipating the way to take out FaZe is to burst her down, control her, burst her down before she can do her awesome abilities. That is, I think, the way that she's going to be countered. This Thermobond will help her with that. Gain 12% of your maximum health for every time you're stunned with a whole bunch of barrier. After this Thermobond, you go into a Tainted Magic, which you might be like, whoa, power, mana, regen, and a spell burn. Yes, if you can use your lance to quickly sweep the entire enemy team and just kind of get this spell burn off, you can easily take 8 to 16 if you get it if you can, you know, manage to hit somebody for more than 4 seconds. Or for 4 seconds, 8 to 16% I'm anticipating of their health just gone from the entire team just because you used one ability at the start of the engagement. Fantastic. Crazy idea that actually Cameron or Sundown here gave it to me, and I really love that idea. Tainted Magic, and then of course you have your ward. So for endgame build here, Lord's Ward, Thermobond, Barrier of Will, Tainted Magic, Cast Converter, and Quenching Scales. Pretty solid. Now you're probably wondering why so much health and so little minor guard. Well, this is why. Now, as you can maybe see, I haven't finished this. I'm going to finish this today and hopefully get this video out today as well. But it's Health versus Armor EHP edition. How much effective HP? Because you are taking a balance of incoming damage between basic and ability armor. You want to balance what stats you build to get the most effective HP at the end of the day. Now, for a caster support here, with their base armor, basic and ability armors. And I gotta talk to a few people. It seems intuitive to me that with the stun heavy meta, with the ability focus burst meta that we have, ability damage is about 60% of the damage that you take, with basic damage being about 40% of the overall damage you take, equaling 100% of the damage that you take, because you take 100%. Well, yeah. With a 40-60 split, take a look. I've rechecked, triple checked, quadruple checked this math, because I cannot believe that no basic armor is required. None. Zip. 0 basic armor is required. Because you're looking for the highest effective HP, there is no point at which basic armor gives you more effective HP over health or ability armor. So believe it or not, basic armor's dead, at least in the EHP side of things. Yes, you still, if you want to mitigate basic damage, you still go a balance between basic armor and health, but in the grand scheme of things, because you're taking both kinds of damage, believe it or not, in the AHP department, no freaking basic armor. Now, the math was starting to get very close to having, it was very, very close. Probably if you had more than 60 CXP, you would see basic armor starting to come in right about here. It was getting very close. So for me, I have gone for 2 CP's worth of basic armor just to maybe mitigate some basic penetration. So as you can see, a ton of health and actually a fair amount of ability armor. So that is what we've gone here for. Quite a bit of ability armor with a lot of health. Oh my goodness, do you guys hear this music? It's amazing. Whoa, look at those health bars, guys. The health bars are very different. Actually, you know what? Let's continue on this Gideon. He's being pretty stupid here. Let's yank over this Murdoch. Yeah! There we go. Look at the plays happening already with the Murdoch. Oh, look at the health bars. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Murdoch. That looks fantastic. Look at that. Makes it a little bit cleaner. A little bit hard to see, but you know what? Oh, they're smaller, a little bit more sleek. Maybe a little bit hard to tell. But anyways, we're here for phase. And oh my goodness, this looks absolutely amazing. Take a look at this. Game volume's maybe a little bit too high here. This looks fantastic. Look at that change. Obviously, we're going to go for a telekinetic link, which is pretty freaking awesome, guys. A 12-second cooldown here at level 1, and all the way to a 9-second cooldown. So you can definitely be pulling people quite often when it comes to, you know, doing that Yankee Doodle thing. She looks really like, can I get these? Ooh. All right, Gideon. All right, let's. The basic attack is. It's not very clear, actually. Whoa, I'm getting hit here, quite a bit. So let's let this health regen kick in here. Sorry, I haven't played for a little while here. I've been on vacation, but hey, where you going? Oh. He's getting that, so I guess I gotta be careful here. I only have 2 CP. Gideon's coming after me. My goodness. What is this? Are you trying to be sneaky here, Gideon? Trying to land a Cosmic Rift on me? Anyways, so that's definitely the ability we're gonna go for first. If link to targeted friendly hero. If link already exists, activate to pull the linked hero. Health regen added to linked hero, so it transfers your entire health regen to that enemy, or to that ally, and for 2 seconds you grant 30 health regen whenever you cast another ability. So very, very strong way to kind of give your ally a burst of health. If you know, if it is needed, you can use an ability. You can, I guess, you can pull them forward if you really need to maybe grant that. But it certainly should be another one of her abilities that you use to kind of do that. I don't think you would purposefully use abilities to, you know, to get that health regen. I think it's just a part of her, what makes her phase. Now the second ability we are gonna get against a Gideon here, probably Hyperflux, so that we can. Oh, I should actually have that. Here, let's actually use it here. Whoa, some lag. There is that very juicy slow there, and a little bit hard to do. I was like getting a little bit of input lag, of course. Need a new freaking computer, man. And yeah, so the positioning for phase is going to be really, really important, as obviously if you can kind of push down this lane here and kind of like make it so that if they're trying to retreat, you are already ahead of them, so that you can just yank your carry there to finish them off. So positioning on phase, very, very strong. Remember, you can pull your allies to you, so yeah, you can, you know, position defensively like this to pull them to you, or you can, oh, okay, so that is the distance that that is the distance there that that you can do. So, ooh, Murdoch, careful. So there, I could have actually pulled him out there. But so there you go. If whoever you have linked to, they can break that link by backing. So, hey, Trolly Murdoch, what you doing? Let's yeah, maybe let's actually use this maybe to freeze him in place here when he tries to teleport. Oh no, but no, I maybe could have pulled him there to do that. So yeah, man, the plays with phase, the tactics that you can use, the positioning, the strategies to coordinate with your carry, are going to be very, very, very important. It's going to take a while for carries to get used to having a phase and kind of, you know, either depending on them or not. It's going to be a learning curve. Now, one thing that you need to know about is if you want to change your tether while you have somebody tethered already, you need to hold down the button here. I'm going to yank over my. Hey! Oh, I broke. I broke the link there before I could could do anything. You have to hold down. So I hold down the button, and then you can change your target. And then oh, I actually pressed the button to cancel, but nothing happened there. So you can change it. You just have to hold it down. You have to hold it down, then you can change the target of your telekinetic link. Now, her energy lance and her psychic flare. What do we upgrade? Probably the psychic flare. The 1 second of the telekinetic link. I'm not sure that's going to play too much of a. I'm not sure that's going to do too much, so let's go with the Psychic Flare, as that doubles its damage and also increases that blind. So I'm gonna tank this here for this Murdoch, although my link was on. That was a glitch. Maybe that was me. I couldn't see if my link was active or not. So that was definitely my bad. Yeah, so her telekinetic link, obviously a huge part of her kit. Now, Psychic Flare, what it does is 130 ability damage here at level 2, which goes actually all up quite a bit to 240 at level 4. Blind for 3 freaking seconds at level 4, while at this level only 1.2. So I'm actually going to do this to root him in place, and then I'm going to actually use a blind here as it... No, maybe not. Let's pull him. Hey! Oh man, it keeps breaking right at the last moment, and that's what I get, I guess, for playing with bots here. Her basic attack is actually a little bit weird. It's very, very quick, so you have to be very precise with it. As that's what I've kind of been finding out here. Let's see, how much damage is it going to do? I don't think it's going to be enough. No, there's no way that's going to be enough. I could maybe dive for it. Could we? Oh, did I dive for it? No, I don't. Okay, so that lance is very, very far. It's an incredible far range that you can use to secure kills, as you kind of saw there. I missed that one basic attack. So you can secure kills from a very far range away and try to help, you know, secure kills with that root as well. It hits every 0.25 seconds, so that's 4 stacks of that slow and that damage per second, and you need to hit with 8 stacks in order to get that root. So you have to hit the enemy for a solid 2 seconds in order for that stack to occur. And we have her ultimate, which is absolutely insane, called Hyper Flux. You gain 80 attack speed. Freaking 80 attack speed, 50% cooldown reduction. And you know, let's try this here. We're gonna try to bring him over. Let's do this into a blind. No, it's not enough. And unfortunately, yeah, the bot here wasn't, of course, gonna focus them. So, as you can see, you can make the plays happen, man. Catch people off guard, because if there is a linked target with the phase, it's basically like at any point there can be 2 targets. There can be 2 targets, you know, by her in an instance. So. It's pretty scary. So her ultimate 80 attack speed, obviously very, very effective on carries, especially carries that that need attack speed. So somebody like Murdoch needs attack speed. Somebody like Twin Blast needs attack speed. So here, this is a defensive position. Oh, you can't actually pull between. Woo! There we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna use my E in a defensive posture here. Look how far that manages to land. I'm going to use the blind here. And let's actually, I don't have my telekinetic link up just yet. What should I do here? Oh, my Murdoch is going away. Definitely going to have to pay attention to your minimap as a phase, because, yeah, you're going to run into situations like that where you're like, whoa, where did my team go? Ah! So, you're going to have to definitely be careful. Now, what her ultimate also does is give you and your linked target a 220 decaying max movement speed boost for 3 seconds. That's pretty crazy, so that you can absolutely charge people down. You know, surprise somebody like this Gideon here with a hard engage, something like that. So I'm gonna actually maybe use my E here, try to get that root down. Let's pull our Murdoch, give us our ultimate to absolutely kind of delete him. So that was maybe a little bit unnecessary, a little bit of an overkill there, but look at how sick this stuff is. Look at that attack speed. You could totally tell on our attack speed too. So insane on your carry. Your carry is going to absolutely, the DPS just super skyrockets when you're doing that. So the ultimate, it's very, very, very strong. You're gonna have to coordinate with your carry, kind of make it obvious when you're going to use it, like that, when you're really kind of committing to an engagement, or I suppose as a defensive option to try to maybe take down an enemy target here. But here, like, nope, Murdoch, stop it. You don't want to push down the inhibitor just yet. Obviously, we're doing quite well. Now, another thing here is that you might notice I have a circlet of mana, and I'm upgrading it to get that global, that global aura. Well, because at this point we're doing fine in our lane, we don't necessarily need quenching scales. I'm not rotating all that much. I'm just going to get that mana regen. I need that mana regen to keep the Murdoch alive, to use my abilities. But other than that, I don't really need anything else. Yeah, the Quenching Scales does have it, the passive on it, but so does the Circlet of Mana, and it's going to be a global thing. So we're going to have to see here how that works. Now, apparently, according to Narender's information here, we actually get a the slow does actually increase the root. The root from your E does increase the more you upgrade it, but it doesn't seem like, oh, it has been increasing. So it just doesn't say on the tooltip. So the energy lance, no, it doesn't increase. So that is something there. So I've upgraded energy lance thrice now. Probably shouldn't have. Probably go for your psychic flare and your telekinetic link as priorities, as it's not really, probably not too necessary here to upgrade that lance. Yeah, the damage does double when you upgrade it to level 2, so maybe that is a consideration for that. We have a bit of an engagement here. We're going to try to do this here, try to save our... we're going to try to get our Grux to come back in here. Let's go, Grux! Nah, but he's not committing, even though we actually probably can. And look at that nice little bit of health on our circlet of mana come in. That I think that the passives do stack, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure that the mana regen aura and the global mana regen aura, they do indeed stack. Because I have a lot of mana regen right now. And I definitely think so. So just look at this mana regen. I can just use abilities just for the sake of it, just to kind of transfer that mana into health. So very, very strong. Looks like the bots are unfortunately quite bugged. Yeah, they're definitely indeed quite bugged right now, as they're kind of just standing here. So that's really unfortunate. As I was very much looking forward to those bot changes. The bots have been getting progressively better and better. And it just makes testing out a little bit more relevant. So as you can see, I got the Quenching Scales, which at this point in a regular game, you definitely would be needing that now. Just to try to make stuff happen. So are you guys gonna do anything? No, we're just having a powwow? Sure! So upgrading the Hyperflex does reduce the cooldown, and increase that and increase the time that it does. So what is this? Oh, come on, man. Epic. Epic. So we're 25 minutes of the game. Got a ton of CP. It's not really like, it's definitely not going to be like a real game. But at this point, we're pretty solid. Like, we can definitely start to kind of get rid of these cards. But I mean, I'm just not sure exactly what we could get. Obviously, the Bearer of Will, definitely very, very powerful, as I'm definitely not feeling like getting any more health regen or mana regen, as I'm doing pretty good with that with these. And I like that these are global, they affect your whole team, and it affects you as well. It compounds to your linked target. I'm feeling like the Quenching Scales is pretty good already, so it's kind of hard to say what exactly do we get. Overflowing Gifts, I think, is just beating a dead horse, as that kind of would just be the same as Gift of the Rains, just a little bit, you know, a little bit more bursty than Gift of the Rains would be. Rally of the Troops, that's beating a dead horse as well. I don't think you can, I mean, yeah, you can use it more often than your ultimate. I don't know. Teleblink, I mean, it's... Whoa! Did I just get booted out? Did I just get booted out of a lost connection? Wow. Well, guys, I think that is it for the gameplay. I mean, really, there's not much more to say with her, as she is pretty darn awesome. The Hyperflux Ultimate is a fantastic way to empower you and your your carry to really just burst down a target, to really commit to an engagement. Obviously, I would definitely absolutely use that on the carry as much as possible. Somebody like Revenant's really going to be able to benefit well from all of that. Besides the attack speed of the CDR and the movement speed, very nice. Somebody like Serath actually would be fantastic to use absolutely every single one of those stats. Very nice. The Energy Lance, very far ability that you can use to make secure kills and also protect your teammates while dealing an okay, it's a very teeny-weeny bit of damage with 0.1 power scaling. The Psychic Flare, very strong to as a little bit of a burst. I was actually seeing that if you can get you and your teammate, if you can like pull if you can commit to an engagement, pull your friendly to you, and then use Psychic Flare so that both of your blinds affect the target to get actually a fair bit of burst, then use your ultimate, then you use your E to really kind of just burst down that target and make sure that they go down. It is actually quite strong. And obviously the Telekinetic Link, very strong. So she's looking really great, guys. For this, I mean, I don't think we need Rally the Troops at any point. Teleblink, maybe not. Blood Catalyst, I don't think so. It's a lot of CP to spend for just the ability to kind of get mana regen for health, or health for mana regen. So I don't know. I don't think we need Blood Catalyst. I don't think we need Rally the Troops. Overflowing Gifts, maybe. That's maybe one of the ones I would keep the most. Gift of the Rains, maybe we could keep that as well. I mean, but really, what else are we going to do with these equipment slots? So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Obviously, I'm going to be playing her lots today and tomorrow, maybe even the next day. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What do you put on your phase? Ladies and gentlemen, please like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it to the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. You guys like this content, found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.